In this video, we'll be showing you how to use your Morningstar controller as the perfect foot controller for your music plugins, in particular for guitar plugins, because hands-free control is especially needed when you're playing the guitar. This allows you to control your guitar plugins with your feet, allowing you to use it like a real pedal board in a live performance or studio setting. You can engage or bypass pedals, control your wah and volume, and also recall presets with just a tap of a switch. On top of that, you'll also be able to control your amp heads, caps, and EQ settings all with your feet. Strap in because you're in for a ride. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Plugins are a great and convenient way to get fantastic guitar tones without you needing to deal with too much hardware or cables. But using just a mouse and a keyboard to engage with such powerful software can be uninspiring and unnatural for guitar players. With both hands on your guitar, you'll need your feet to do the switching, which is what we are going to do today. It's no secret that Neural DSP has one of the best guitar plugins in the industry, and today we're using a Neural DSP plugin in this video. But you can also control any plugin you want with your Morningstar controller. As long as it is MIDI controllable, it will work perfectly. Here we have the Archetype Cory Wong. Cory is also a Morningstar artist, and he uses the MC6 and MC8 to control his pedal boards and of course to control his signature Archetype plugin. He very kindly sent us his plugin for this video, so thanks Cory if you're watching this. If you haven't checked out the Archetype Cory Wong yet, you really should, as it's a very versatile plugin that we've thoroughly enjoyed using. In this video, we'll be using the plugin with Logic Pro because most of you will probably be using it within a DAW for recording purposes. But if you're using the plugin standalone without a DAW or in another DAW, it works the same too. Now before we go on, I thought I'd just give you guys a quick rundown of the setup we have here. I have the MC8 plugged in via USB and powered by USB from my MacBook Pro, and I'm running Logic with the Neural DSP plugin. We have the PreSonus Studio 24C with our guitar plug straight in. It's a PRS Silver Sky in, Moxan sat in. Let's get started. Here we have the MC8 and we have all switches in this bank sending a unique CC message. To keep things simple, I've programmed switches A to H to send CC numbers 1 to 8. I highly recommend that you do that too, so it's easy to remember what CC number each switch is sending. Make sure that the CC value is 127 for each message so that the plugin will register it as a switch press. Send all your MIDI messages via an unused MIDI channel. In this case, I'm using channel 3. Usually channel 1 is reserved for some of your DAW's core functions, so it's best to avoid using channel 1. You can then go ahead to name each of your foot switches to reflect the function you want to control. In this case, I'll want switch A to be my tap tempo switch, so I'll name that tap. And I want switches B to F to function as bypass switches for each of the plugin's effect pedals. I'd like to use switches G and H to scroll through presets, so I shall label switch G with a left arrow and switch H with a right arrow. Now once that's done, we are ready to map our switches to the plugin. It's really simple to do that as Neural has made it extremely easy with their excellent MIDI implementation. All you need to do is click on the 5-pin MIDI icon at the bottom left to open the MIDI Mappings page. Then map each of your Morningstar controller switches to the function you want to control. Let's start with switch A, our tap tempo switch. Under type, select CC absolute followed by delay tap for the function we want to control. And since we are sending all our MIDI messages via MIDI channel 3, select channel 3. If you recall from earlier, switch A is sending CC number 1 because it's the first switch, so select CC number 1 for the CC number. Switch A now functions as a tap tempo switch for the delay. Moving on to the bypass switches for the effect pedals, let's start with switch B, which I want to use to engage and bypass the compressor. For this case, select the CC toggle type so that we can use this switch to toggle between engage and bypass states without needing to set up a toggle message on your Morningstar controller. Then choose the compressor active function followed by channel 3 and CC number 2, which is the CC number that switch B is sending. And boom, switch B now allows us to toggle the compressor pedal on and off. Go on and do the same for the other pedals using the corresponding switches C to F, and you now have the ability to engage and bypass any pedal you wish. Next up, let's get into our preset scroll switches. For these, just select CC absolute and choose preset previous and preset next for each switch. Now we can scroll through our presets and also engage or bypass individual pedals within each preset. Aside from scrolling through presets, you can also quickly recall and jump to any preset you want. Let's use page 2 on the same MC8 bank to do this. On this page, I programmed each switch to send PC numbers 1 to 8 respectively, all on MIDI channel 3. I've also named each switch according to the presets I want to recall. To map the switches to the presets you want to recall, you just need to select Program Change Preset, followed by the preset you want to recall. Select MIDI channel 3 and also the respective PC number that each switch is sending. You can now freely jump around to any neural DSP preset you want. Now let's take a break from switches and talk about our expression pedal in our setup. If you don't know how to connect an expression pedal to your Morningstar controller yet, check out the video link in the description. Once you've got your expression pedal connected to your Morningstar controller, program it to send an expression CC message. In this case, we are using CC number 0 with a full value range from 0 to 127. Then just select CC absolute and Wong Wah and map it to CC number 0. You can now use the expression pedal to control the sweep of your wah. To take things a step further, you can also engage or disengage the wah effect with your toe down position on the expression pedal. To do this, simply add a CC toe down message to your expression pedal preset and choose any unused CC number. In this case, I'll use CC number 20. Then just select CC toggle and map the wah active function to CC number 20. Now going into toe down position on your expression pedal will engage or bypass the wah effect. There are many other plugin functions you can control with MIDI, such as tweaking various effect parameters on each pedal, controlling gain and volume with an expression pedal, and countless others. There are just too many for us to show, and you are only limited by your imagination. Regardless of what functions and parameters you want to control, the method of MIDI mapping is all the same, so go ahead and get creative. If you've enjoyed this video, do remember to leave a like and comment down below, and also consider subscribing. We've got lots of exciting things coming up on this channel and we'd love you to be a part of it. As always, I'll catch you again in the next video. Peace.